Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are doing good. Well, today we will be starting with the new chapter in the MCB, that is the main course book, and the name of the chapter is His First Flight. Okay, so before starting the chapter, we usually do what is that we know about who the writer of the chapter is, right? So, the writer of the chapter, his first flight is Liam O. Flaherty. Okay, so basically, you can see on your screen here the image, the picture of the writer, and there is a small description of this writer. So, he was from Ireland, his nationality was Irish. Okay, he was born on 28th of August 1896 and passed away, that is died on 7th of September 1984. He was a major Irish novelist, short story writer, and must be ranked as one of the foremost socialist writers in the first part of the 20th century, writing about the common people's experience and from their perspective. So here you can see the major thing which we come to note here is this writer was basically a writer who used to write the short stories which were influenced from whom, from the common people's experience. Okay, so he majorly focused on the experiences of common people, and he used to write that into a form of a short story. Okay, most of his excuse me, most of his stories are published in Irish languages. Okay, sorry, Irish language, and there are many languages in which his stories has been published. Okay, so here you can, I think you are easy, or you are quite comfortable with what is the writer all about, or what is the introduction of the writer all about. So without wasting any time, now let's switch to how interesting the story is all about. Okay, so students, here on the screen you can see the first page of the story. Okay, so this is section B, his first flight, written by Liam O. Flaherty. So in the warm up section, you have been given some points, and these points are what? Baby animals and birds face a lot of adversities. Let us look at a few of them. So there are few points which is to be noted down, and these points are: they need to avoid predators. Now predators are basically the animals who hunt. Okay, here in the bracket you have been given other animals and birds who can hunt and eat them, whom the baby of the animals. Okay, they have to eat the right food. There may be many poisonous or unhealthy food around which they must avoid. And the third point is they have to learn to communicate, to call for help in times of danger. So these three are the points which a baby animal or a bird should have. Okay, now here you have been questioned that think of the challenges human babies face. Are they taken care of in a different way? Give reasons. So this is all upon you. You can generally discuss this thing with your family members, right? So now let's switch to the story. Okay, so here in the right hand side, students, you can see that there is an image of a bird. So basically we can say that this story is surrounded with some wildlife kind of you can say wildlife texture, or uh, wildlife adversities, wildlife adventurous, excited story. Okay, so here you can see a bird, and this bird is known as seagull. Okay, so seagull are basically the birds which are seen around the seashores. Okay, so seashores, or you can say there are so many birds which are seen around the seashores, but we are going to focus on this bird which is known as seagull. So this bird is very tremendous in two things, that is flying as well as diving. Okay, the main food which these birds eat is fish. Okay, so they feed on fish, and they are very nice flyers as well as very nice divers also, because they mostly feed on fish, so they need to hunt for the fish from the sea only. Okay, so many of these birds have their nest around the seashores. So here we can say that it will be a very thrilling story, since we are going with the wildlife thing. So let's start with the story. So I'll read for you and explain also. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. So here you have been given the meaning. Ledge is a narrow shelf projecting from a cliff. Okay, his two brothers and his sisters had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. Now, here you can see the image of this bird, and he is very afraid to fly. Why is he afraid to fly? Because he is not having that sufficient this thing confidence that will he able to be fly or not. Irrespective to the note that his brother and sister had already flown away, okay, a day before. So this story is covering this particular bird. This bird is having two brothers and sister, so it means that they are four with mother bird and the father bird. Okay, somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. Somehow, this bird, he just gathered his courage and tried to fly. Okay, he just gave a chance that let's try if I can fly. But yet, what happened was he was very afraid. Why was he afraid? Because he was not having that courage. Okay, he was not so confident. Here in the word meaning, brink means edge, flap means move, and expanse means to stretch. Okay, a great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. He felt certain that his wing would never support him. So he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. Now he tried his level best. He tried doing whatever he could do, but he failed. Okay, after the failure, he lost all his hopes, or you can say he gave up the hope. And what he did nothing. He just bent his head. Okay, it means that he did his beak down, and he just went to the place or the hole under which he used to sleep at a night. Okay, even when each of his brothers and his little sisters, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings, and flew away, he failed to muster up courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. Now he wanted to fly, this bird wanted to fly, but he was not having that confidence. And somehow he was also having this in his mind that how will I fly? Seeing to his brothers, sisters flying, he had that feeling in his heart that, see, my brothers, my sisters are able to fly, but I am not able to fly. Although I am trying my level best, he is doing his strenuous efforts to fly, but yet he is not having that confidence, which is very much important when you need while flying. Okay, so this is the basic training. Now here you can compare a human child with this bird. Okay, even a human child takes time to walk, or takes time to speak, right? It is not at a certain point, it is not recommended that you just can excuse me, you just can speak within 2 months or 3 months after you are born. No, it is not like that. It takes some time. Yes, there are some humans to children who speak very early. There are some children who probably crawl and then walk very early, but there are also many children who have uh, less confident while doing so. Okay, So here this bird is like that only. By he's because he's not having that confidence that he could fly as his brother and sisters were flying and having. Here he was having that guilt also, that why am I not able to do it. Also he's not feeling good looking at them flying, and flying high in the sky and fluttering in the sky, and he's little bit disappointed also with this condition, because he want to fly but he's not able to do, right? And he was very desperate to fly. It is not that he was not desperate, he was very eager, or you can say he was very desperate to fly. But it all depend on the condition that is prevailing here. Okay, his father and mother had come around the ledge calling to him shrilly, upbreaking him, threatening to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. Now, here the parents, that is the father bird and the mother bird, came, and they are also disappointed. They are disappointed because they are seeing that three of the children are able to fly. The three of the birds, their children are able to fly, only he is not able to fly. So what is the problem with him? Although we can say here, students, we can say here that the mother bird and the father bird had or might have tried their level best, or had given their practice, or had given their good teaching of flying to this bird also, as they did with the other birds. But he is not able to cope up with that, or he was not able to achieve those training properly, or he might need some time. So here the mother bird as well as the father bird are very disappointed to know or to see that three of their children are flying, and this is the sorry, he is the fourth one who is not able to fly. But they were also disappointed on one thing, that he is not able to accept the things in the proper manner, and he is not able to gather that confidence or courage. It needs some time, it needs the confidence and courage to achieve anything, right? Then only one can achieve his or her aim. So it is implemented on them, sorry, on this bird also. So here his father and his mother comes, they scolds him, right? They try to frighten him, they try to do all the things, and at the last they say that let him be here, let him starve, okay, let he be hungry, and we will go. Okay, so here this is the decision taken by the father and the mother. For whom? For this bird seagull. Okay, but for the life of him he could not move. So here also he is not able to move, although his parents are trying their level best. Okay, like human parents also, they also do it. Okay, by like for example, if you don't study in the examination, your parents would probably say that okay fine, if you don't want to study for your examination, if you don't want to clear your examination, do one thing, just leave the school. We will not provide you good food, good clothes, nothing, no facility will be provided to you. So this is basically all the parents do, and it is also very mandatory, because they have to be strict with the children, or else the child will never ever be able to gain the confidence which he or she needs in the life. Okay, for the smooth running of the life, or for gaining the ambition he or she is uh, dreaming of. Okay, so here also the parents are bit strict with this bird, the parent bird. Okay, I hope this is understood to you. So coming to the next page, students, you can see that was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sisters, perfecting them in the art of flight. Here, students, what happened is that their parents decided to go away. Okay, their parents, both of them decided that let him be alone, leave him alone, let us leave him alone, and we'll go somewhere else. Somewhere else, here you can see in the image that this bird, right, the single bird is standing on the another cliff, and the family is on the other cliff, right? So here you can see in this image, so the parents, they have just they have done what, they have separated themselves from this seagull, because they wanted him to achieve that confidence. And this was the torture, or you can say this was the threatening that had to happen with him. Okay, So that was 24 hours ago. Okay. Since then, nobody had come near him. None of the family member came near this bird. Okay. And it had been how much? It had been 24 hours, almost 24 hours, or it may be more than 24 hours. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sisters, perfecting them in the art of flight. Now here you can the writer is saying that this bird had seen the parents perfecting the art of flight, and they were teaching their children. What they were teaching? They were teaching their children the art of flight, that how exactly to fly in the sky. Okay. And he was looking at that art, that teaching, or you can say that this bird was looking his parents doing what? Teaching the cousins, sorry, not cousins, his real brother and sisters. Okay. What the parents were teaching? They were teaching the art of flight. Okay. He had, in fact, seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it, standing on a rock, while his parents circled around raising a proud cackle. And all the morning, the whole family had walked about on a big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice. Now, here, this bird, what he had seen that his brother had catch his first herring. So here, students, herring means what? Herring means, you can say, prey or fish which has been catched. By whom? By the brother. Okay. And he had also seen that the parents were very proud of this. Why the parents were very proud of this? Because finally the teaching is successful. Here the teacher is parent, and the brother, that is the brother of this bird, has achieved what was taught to him. Okay. And it was a moment of proud. Okay. Here the family has walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff. So you can see in the image that I told you, he is standing on the other side of the cliff, and they are on the other side. Now the family has moved there on the plateau, and they were busy doing what? They were just taunting him for his cowardice. They were just taunting him that, see, we are able to fly, we are able to catch at the first prey, but you are still there only, not wanting to do anything. Okay. So this is the story. Let's continue. The sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Now here the sun, the rays of the sun is very hot. Sun is very hot. It's heating like anything, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. Okay, the direction is what? It is the southward direction. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Now, this bird is like, he is not so energetic because he had not eaten anything. Moreover, the family has aparted, or the family has been, the family has separated itself from him. And now, since he is not able to fly, since he is not able to do anything, he is not able to gather the food. So he is what? So he is hungry, and he is also feeling very low. That is, there is no energy left in him. And moreover, in this condition, the torture of the heat of sun is like very heart wrenching, you can say. Okay. So he felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge, and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye, then the other, and pretended to be falling asleep. Now, here he is doing what? He is doing a technique. And what is that technique? What did he do? He stepped slowly out of the brink of the ledge. This is the first thing. Then he stood on one leg, okay, with the other leg hidden where? Hidden under his wing. He closed his one eye and he pretended as if he is sleeping, or he has fallen asleep. Still they took no notice of him. So he was doing all these techniques so that the family could notice him and could provide him something to eat, because he is very hungry. Now in this image you can see that the the one leg of the bird is visible very nicely, but the other one is not visible nicely. You can see why is he doing this, because he wanted to grab the attention of the family so that the family could help him to give him something to eat. Okay, but yet it did not succeed. This technique did not succeed because the family did not notice him. Okay, he saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. Now, here, what did he see? He saw that his brothers and his sister are least bothered. They are not even giving any kind of attention towards him, and they are doing what? They are just lying on the plateau and dozing with their head. They are just sleeping. Okay, they are having a very good fun time, leisure time. Okay, here in the image also you can see that three of the birds are sleeping. So two of them are his brother and one of them is his sister. Okay, his father was preening the feathers on his white back. So his father was preening. Now preening is a technique. Okay, you clean, you preening is a technique. I think most of you have seen that the birds uh, uh, many times the bird, they clean their feathers with the help of their beak. Okay, that is known as preening. So his father was preening his feathers on his white back. So here you can see that the bigger bird, that is the in the right side, the biggest bird, three of them are sleeping and the bigger one is what? His father. Okay, so let me show, just a minute.